Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. So, yeah, this talk we're back for the year actually. So, this year has been good, I, I think. But yeah, back on topic. Today, we're going to be talking about my portfolio website because I think I shared the tweets about releasing the website. So, we're going to be talking about the design, from the design to the development to the tools we used. And yeah, so this is just like, so I'm going to start from the design aspect because I feel like that's the best thing to start from. So this is the Figma. As you can see, I started the design from the loading animation because that's basically what the user sees for the first time when they come to the website. So you got like the loading animation, you got the footer design, and you got like the 404 page, you got the home page, and you got like couple components I used on the website. Some made it there, some didn't because everything is more like a design choice. So I'll just show you like all these SVGs I made from like a website called, I think I can find it. Yeah, a website called Kit. So I used it to design the illustrations I used for the website because I felt like why don't I just go with like text-based illustrations because I wanted to see it. So this is the website I used to get all those illustrations as you've seen. As you've seen, all these illustrations were made in Kit. All these designs they were made in Kit, and like I made all the designs in Kit. So these are just like different phases of the logo because I wanted something cool and I wanted something like retro UK like graffiti design for the website because I didn't want to like use all those plain design. I wanted something unique and I wanted to like go as much as I can with it. So this is the fave icon, and yeah. So this is just basically like most of the thing, and these are most of the basic things that needed to be done. Then from there, I just kept on developing like what's it called? Developing and coming up with ideas as I could because I know how to work with UI, but I also work more better while I'm coding, and I'm like, oh, this feature will be nice, this component will be nice, so I build those certain component that way. So yeah, so this is just like the design process. As you can see, loading, footer, and yeah, just like couple designs I stitch together so I find like, oh, this is the base. Then I can now like go further in terms of like design. So next, I'll show you the framework I used for the website. So this is the VS Code for it. So I used a couple different frameworks. I used GSAP. I used Shartzen for most of the library. That's why you can see Redux because Shartzen uses Redux. So that's why most of the UI are this. And I use Sanity. Most the whole website is built on top Sanity CMS because I believe that static data isn't really the best solution to build in this 2026 because I feel like everything should be data driven or CMS driven. You don't need to be changing static component like previous time. Nobody does that because that's the new style for the new age. So that's why I designed. I used Sanity CMS for everything. So we use Lucid for icons, and we use Lens. Lens is majorly for smooth animation because sometimes when you're working trying to get smooth animation, you always have that issue whereby it does not stick. So you have to redesign redesign the CSS so much. So I found Lens does it. It's like a permanent solution to it. So we use Next.js is basically for the entire framework because Next.js works very well with SEO, and I just feel like Next.js is like the standard for front-end developer. I could have used Vue or any other framework, but I just feel like I'm very good with Next.js, so I should use Next.js to build it. So I think that's all. I use Resend. Resend was majorly because if you wanted to use what was it called? If you wanted to use email, the best like framework for email for React is like Resend and React Email. That's why you notice that there's a folder here called React Email Starter. That's the major reason because I just wanted to like newsletter, contact me, everything. I wanted everything to be within React and not like having to add like a plugin with like Mailchimp or anything like that. So I used Resend. I'll show you some of the code for it, so you can see it. And yeah, Tailwind is basically everything if you want to build it. So I'm just going to show you the global CSS so you can see the length. So this is the length. This is all you have to put after you install like npm or pnpm install length react. So basically you just put this here, then your layout. Let me show you. Yes. So in your page, you just add it here in the root. So this just tells React to use this in the root, and it references the global.css. So that's the thing. So if you notice, the layout, I used a lot of SEO for now, because this is the main layout. I use like static data here, but in most of the pages I use data from what's it called, Sanity CMS, like this. Not yes, this is it. Coming. So yeah, so that's that about that. I think it should be here. Yeah, this is it. So basically what I did was that I fetched most of the data from the post. I actually Sanity fetch. I was using client fetch for the data while I was testing, but I found out that Sanity fetch is like the best method for you to like get it from. So and it's also is like live data. It always refreshes and it catches by itself. So that's the best way. You can see it generates it, and you can like get all your data for your metadata from Sanity CMS. So that's just like a quick overview. I think I said I'm going to show you yeah, a recent. So basically this is how recent looks like if you want to, if you build like recent using React for email. So basically this is what it does. You just have to make sure you have the API key, then it works like API route. Like if you're building if you build like complex dashboard before, or you've built like different dashboard before, you know how APIs work. So this is basically what it does. So we just collect the email. So for this subscribe, so you just collect the email and we like confirm if it's there. If it's not there, it's going to return and be like email is required. And if it's there, we can now put the email there, the subject, and yeah, this is all you need to send email in React. A lot of times, a lot of people ask me, like, is that fast? And I'm like, yeah. So I think that's that about the code. I don't want to go too in depth with it because it's not really. I think okay, I'll just show you. Yeah, a schema type. I'm sure for like the project. So this is basically a schema in Sanity CMS. So basically, how you structure your data to look like is then you're not going to like fetch from it and stuff like that. So I need to use this Grok to like for fetching and stuff like that. But majorly, this is how I structured it. Like you see the different fields I used and like all the fields. So it's a big complex, but it can still get complex than this because if I wanted to add SEO to it, I will do that later. But I already found my own solutions for it. But I found a better solution to adding SEO into Sanity CMS, and that implementation is coming up later. But for now, this is the one we did, and we're going to use that. So that was just that about Sanity CMS and like the code base and everything. There are a lot of things I can't show because of privacy reasons and stuff like that. So we're just going to go to the website. So I'm just going to refresh the page. So you can see this is the loading animation I talked about. Then it goes away. And yeah. So this is the home page. Is basically what the user sees when it comes to the home page. You can click the menu. You click the menu, they get a custom menu bar. And yeah. So you can see there's home, about, contact, blog, and projects. So all these little animations are using GSAP. Because I was like, GSAP is actually very good for animations. Sorry about Framer, but Framer is good. I'm getting to like use GSAP a lot, and I just have like more freedom with it. So this is the hero page of the website. Basically, as a front-end developer, I want to show what the website is about from the first page. So from here, they can even know what I do already: websites, front-end, UI, UX, and if they want to like, oh, let me check is YouTube, they can click there to see what I've done on my YouTube and stuff like that. or they can contact me. From here, you can contact me already. So that's my premise for building it. From the hero, you can like get a grasp of what I do and contact me straight. From here, you can see I'm very good with illustrations and design. So you can like say, oh damn, this thing looks good. How did he do that? Then like, oh, it does web development, yeah. So and from the menu, they can easily check different pages. So if you notice, there's a custom like scroll bar. The reason this is how I created the scroll bar, and I'm coming, I think, yeah, global save. So this is it. I use WebKit for it. So you can see it here. This is where most of the magic happens. Basically, it's just like telling you that okay, instead of using the normal color for scroll bar, use this certain color for scroll bar, then force it using WebKit, because that would like force the CSS to be used. So yeah, so that was the hero. So after the hero, you can see like a carousel showing like what I do, and this thing just keeps on moving to like show like, oh, this is what I do and stuff like that. And from here, you can see a quick summary of who I am, and you can see like a quick summary and stuff like that. So just like a quick punchline. Even from here, you can just like go to the about us and stuff like that. It's just like quick punchline for them. Even scrolling a little bit from the page, you can quickly access me, contact me, and employ me for a project. So that's the main goal for it, is to like instead of like reading too much, they can just go contact me, because I make sure that it was that accessible. So from here, you can see how I help. These are my services. So on click, when you hover around it, you can now see like a picture comes out to show you like a cool picture about it. Then you see a few information, and yeah. So basically, this is what I do for now. I have more services I do, but currently I don't feel like they're perfect for this website yet. So I'm just like relaxing on it. And from here, you can like see the process of how I go when I'm like taking a project. I discover, plan, review, and launch. So you can see there's a cool animation. So most of my impactful like work and like innovation are the first thing it shows here. So you can see like a store I built using Shopify and Next.js, full stack store, then the portfolio website, then Arichi's website, and Fastco. And from there you can then see, if you notice that there's a flow as using Fremont motion for this. So it's like when the user scrolls, they have like a cool animation, and it feels unique. So there's like a blog. This website also has a blog, so they can read like information about me and stuff like that. So you can hover around it, and when you click on it, it takes you to the website. So this is my city. My city, I actually got this inspiration for the city from a UI I saw online one time. I was like, okay, I'm trying to recreate this. So yeah, just like a quick city. Let's work together and get in touch. It takes them to like the contact page and stuff like that. So same carousel. I just feel like top and bottom is good there. So from the footer, you can like see the design I did in the Figma. So you can see like most of the buttons you need. Then yeah, you can see where my location is. You can book a meeting and download my resume. So basically, if you click on it, you get a resume, my resume. So basically, you can quickly like access my resume and stuff like that. You can now like subscribe to our newsletter and stuff like that. So just like a quick terms of conditions and stuff like that, so anybody can know what the website is about. So this is the about page. The about page is just like more information about who I am, a picture of me, so you can have like a familiarity about me, so you can know what I look like, and most of the information. I majorly use TypeScript for all my project. There you can see my experience. From here, you can also download the resume again. You can see where I've worked before, and yeah, proven impact, technologies used, and just more information about me. So the contact page uses Resend. I informed you about it. Like I use React email and Resend to handle most of all the email for the website. So basically everything is managed using Resend framework for it. So they can contact me, their phone name, email address, and message. So I get the information, or you can contact my phone number direct, or my email, or check my location. You can also check my Twitter. That's where I'm more active. Twitter and LinkedIn is where I'm more active, like in terms of social media. So you can get in touch with me through Twitter or through my LinkedIn profile. So it's just everything is like easy for them to use and stuff like that. So next page is a blog page. The blog page is just basically like anytime I'm experimenting with a new software or a new stack, or I need to explain what I do. Like when I was learning about PWA and a lot of things, so I wrote my thoughts, I wrote most of what I did, and yeah, it's just basically like expressing who I am, or like talking about different technology I'm using currently and stuff like that, and talking about the projects that I'm building or I've built already. So you can go here to see most projects I've built already. So the project is majorly where I want everybody or anybody that's coming to my website to see, because that's the art of the purpose for like a portfolio. I want them to be able to like see all the projects I've worked on and stuff like that. So that's why I built this. So I'm just going to show you an example of like a project. So when you click on the project, they get like the year, the role I did for the website, the stack, and the timeline. And from there they can quickly like click on this to take them to the website. Okay, I think the password is Dev Akintola. So from here they can literally get a live link to the website to see what I'm doing, what I've done in the website already. So yeah, so it's just like example, the project is live. Most of all the projects I put in the portfolio are live. You can access them, you can check the GitHub for them. So it's just like introduction, work done. You see like different like mock-ups for the website, and yeah, you read and you see most of all the information, because I majorly like broke it down because I want people to actually know that this is what I did in the website, what challenges I faced, solution I did, and the result of the solution I made, and just like a few details, then testimonials from the people. Currently this one is like a personal project, but I think I have one I did for a client. So you can see like the review from the client, and yeah, and if it's that maybe you want to share it with a person you're working with, that okay, I love this person's work, I feel like it's a good fit for our company, click on share, the link is copied, and you can just like paste it, saves to your clipboard, and you can just save it. So basically this is like a full portfolio that handles a lot of things for me as a developer, designer, and a lot of things. The major purpose of this building and designing this portfolio like this is because I wanted to make sure it looks like an agency, because I am trying to like market myself as an agency and fill in the gap. So that's why the design is like I've seen a lot of portfolio that are just simple single one page and stuff like that. But my goal is to market myself as a company, because that's what I do. I build projects and I'm like a company. So that's why it feels like an agency style like website. A lot of people ask me why it's like this, so that's the major reason for it. So yeah, go and note it's responsive on all screen size. You can, so maybe you want to see it on mobile or like on desktop, it's responsive everywhere. I built the entire website to be responsive on any website. See the menu on mobile, so you can see the website on mobile. So that's what I'm saying, like I made it to be responsive on all screens, so you can like see the website is on mobile. You can go to the about us, see email gathering and information on you can see projects. So you click on it, you get information about the project, and yeah, it's responsive on all screens, on phone, on tablet, on all screens. The website is responsive everywhere, so you can like have access to it. Access it on your tablet, on, so I make sure like it's fully responsive on all screens. Yeah. So yeah, you can see it's responsive on all screens. So I made it fully responsive on all screen, dynamic in data, dynamic in design, and like I solved the issue for it exactly. So yeah, so that was my portfolio. If you have any information or want to know how I built it or anything like that, you can reach out to me. Or if you want me to build your own portfolio or anything like that, or you want to hire me for anything, you can reach out to me on my email, Twitter, anything like that. So yeah, that's my portfolio, and thank you for watching. And yeah, one of the major thing again, we're trying to grow as a channel, so you can like and subscribe to like help the algorithms for YouTube to actually to boost the video and stuff like that. So thank you. And if you see like an hype button on your YouTube, you can like hype the video and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.